It's back! Star Wars Battlefront 2, I guess, is coming in 2017. I'm gonna leave a link in the description, I can't even say that. I'll leave a link down below to the people who broke the story. Go give them a like and a view. But today, we're gonna talk about what needs to be in this game to make it good. Otherwise, I fear Battlefront may be forever lost to the dark side. Let us begin. So the battle pickup system that was in, Battlefront, it was a good idea. In fact, I kind of liked a lot of it. I liked how the overpowered dude didn't become the hero all the time. I liked how, certain things were on the ground, but it didn't work. The class system was perfect, and like I said, I liked that they tried to innovate, but they innovated in an area that didn't need innovation. Which is kind of the problem with a lot of games of late. It was perfect. I was really worried when EA first took over. I'm like, oh my goodness, no, they're gonna make it like Battlefield, and in hindsight, that wouldn't have been a bad thing, because Battlefront and Battlefield were basically the same, with class system-wise, and it was kind of perfect. The battle pickup system, no. I'm sorry. You had your chance. You ruined it. You had to live to win, and you didn't do it. Next! I wasn't even the biggest fan of the space battles in Battlefront 2, whatever. But they had the potential to make the coolest freaking space battles ever. I don't know if you know this, but back in the day, there's a series of games called Rogue Squadron. Oh my goodness. They were amazing. And they had a chance to make something that would make that look like freaking Duck Hunt. And you know what they did? They gave us this really janky, poorly balanced, I don't even know, atmosphere battles. And I'm just like, yeah, it's kinda cool, but look at what you could have done. Just imagine it. I'm getting sad just imagining what could have been. Like I said, I wasn't the biggest fan. In Battlefront 1 and 2, space battles were really, really janky. You either ended up just going out and immediately dying, or just sitting in your hangar waiting for the other guy to land so you could just blow up his ship. But they could have done something. They could have rebalanced that, made, carriers harder to blow up, done anything. But they just got lazy. And that's what really hurts me. They could have brought back the old system. I would have been okay with that, but they didn't do anything. They just threw in some fighters and didn't even balance them. Hopefully they fix this, because if they do, I'll be back, because I've always wanted another Rogue Squadron. Like, it's sad, we're gonna get something, we're gonna get space battle from Call of Duty before we get it from Star Wars. Star Wars, come on, it's in the name, guys. Next. Do it. Do it. Freaking do it.
Just do it!
You know what I'm gonna say. Bring it back. Bring back Galactic Conquest. For the love of all that is sacred, bring it back. That was, without a doubt, the most fun mode in the game. The campaign was alright, instant action was fun for a little while, but when you wanted to get deep into the game, you would play Galactic Conquest. For those of you who never played it, it was basically a shallow version of Total War, which isn't a bad thing, because if Total War was the Pacific Ocean, Galactic Conquest was Lake Michigan. You're gonna drown in both of them, if you know what I mean. It was very deep, even though it didn't appear that way at first. You had to recruit different troops, so if they had snipers, if they had snipers, you'd need, whatever, heavy troopers, or, you'd see what they had, and you'd go back and forth. Okay, they have this, I need that. It was great. You could buy fleets and have them over planets that were, hard to defend on the ground, because if you had them over planets, and you'd have to get through the fleet first, so Hey, if you're bad at space battles, just put a fleet over it. Put 2 fleets. Put a fleet in front of that planet so you can have a ton of chances. It was great. Or if you're bad, clear the way. If you're bad at space battles, just clear the way. Let them come to the planet so you can kick their butt on the ground like all the cool kids did. It was so much fun. Indeed, there was tons of different settings and modes. You could do Clone Era or Empire Era. It was great. Tons of fun. And they could go on forever. This alone would add months and months and months of content to the game. And Battlefront really needed content. Because overall, it wasn't a bad game, but there wasn't a lot to do, let me tell you. I got bored within a month. Like 2 weeks actually. Because the maps were just so few and far between. DLC was so far apart. It was supported, there was updates, but the content wasn't there. And that was disappointing. So, if they could just add this mode, like I said, tons of content forever. And it doesn't have to be just a single player. It could be split screen. It was split screen in Battlefront 2. Why not bring split screen back? There's been a lot, like PS4 at least, has very few good split screen games. I want to play with my brothers on their, I got a PS4, I got all this crap, I got all these controllers. I can't play any games with anybody. It's all multiplayer. I can't just sit down with my bros and sit down and play. Nope. Gotta play with some guy in India with better connection and skills than you. Or you know what? Make it a multiplayer thing. Make it, you choose a side, the AI moves the players around, and you have to do what they say. Or you could elect a commander to do the whole... Oh, that'd be freaking amazing! You elected a commander to move the ships around and have the people fight on the ground. Oh my goodness. Why isn't this already made? See? CEA, it's not hard. It's not hard. Just do it. Next. Bring back the Horde mode, survival, whatever. It was simple and fun, and in my opinion, every game needs a Horde mode. It's just one of those things, it should be there. Next, rebalance the guns, please. There are so many guns that do the exact same damage, same range, same everything. There's only truly 4 guns in the game. Honestly. Please fix that. I want a few more. Maybe 5. Let's aim for 5, okay? Come on, EA, you can do it. Next, let's get some better maps. Well, not better. How about some different maps? We've all been to Endor, Hoth. We've all flown around the Death Star. We've all been here and there. How about we go to Mustafar? Or Polis Massa? Or the Cloud City? Or anywhere. There are so many locales that always get neglected. And especially by this game. There was tons and tons and tons of maps in Battlefront 2. And I feel like they just ignored all of them. Hoth is cool, I get it. But let's, just go somewhere else, guys. Speaking of different, let's get some different heroes. Luke, Leia, Han, Vader, and Boba Fett were all pretty cool. Emperor was, I don't like his powers, but they were pretty cool. But there's more than 5 Jedi and guys with guns in this universe, right? How about we get Lando? Or how about the ghost of Obi-Wan Kenobi? That'd be freaking cool. You can go and possess someone. That'd be freaking awesome. Some thoughts, maybe? Who knows? That would be cool. In my opinion. How about a campaign? Now, I know it's in theory a multiplayer only game isn't a bad thing. But when the multiplayer is this shallow and there's so little of it, I think you need to supplement it with, maybe a short campaign. Who knows? If you look back, the campaign from Battlefront 2 wasn't this grand adventure. It was kind of short. I could probably knock it out in 4 or 5 hours. It wasn't hard. The story was interesting, kind of, but just something. Throw us a bone. I can think of one right now. You follow the adventures of a new stormtrooper, and you see that maybe the rebels are, just as bad. Just get a different viewpoint of everything. Something interesting. Anything. Come on, guys. You have a lot of money and time. How about you just throw the writer some money and let him cobble some crap together? I won't mind. You know, hire me if you know, if you want. But it's anything, guys. Come on, give us a campaign. I think that's it. If EA adds just one of these things, it'll be exponentially better than what we have right now. Anyway, I am Red Dead. Please sub and leave a like maybe. And any constructive criticism would be great. I'm new at this, and you know, any tip or anything, just leave it down below. Anyway, I'll catch y'all later. Peace.